For 5 minutes.
I thank the chairman. I thank the gentlelady from Washington for offering this much-needed bill. And this amendment, Mr. Chairman, is about trust. It's about trust because we've been told, the American people have been told, that the president's doing all he can to make sure that gas prices are low, your diesel prices are low, but that's indeed absolutely not the case. And of course, using the Strategic Petroleum Reserve for issues of national security or natural disaster, instead using it for political purposes to drive down the price of gas just prior to the election, is not the reason for the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, yet that's how it was used. So this bill seeks to remedy that. But we need some teeth in it, Mr. Speaker. We need some evidence from the Energy Secretary that the Secretary will actually support increased in federal lands leased when they draw down on the strategic reserve. So this amendment requires the plan to include the list of actual parcels planned to be offered for lease, and for each parcel, its size, location, and any permits approval necessary for the access and production. Because we simply can't take their word for it. They'll tell you, oh, well, we've got 9,000 leases. What are you all complaining about? Meanwhile, you can't get a permit for the lease to go on to the leased land and actually do the exploration and the operation. You can't get a permit, so the lease is meaningless. They never mentioned that. The 9,000 leases might as well be meaningless. And that's why there's a trust issue here. So this bridges that trust issue and says, well, okay, if you've got a plan and you've got leases and you've got parcels, that's great. Let's see them. And let's see the permits associated with them that will actually allow us in America to go get our resources, the natural resources given to Americans by their good Lord, to go use so that they can drive down their own prices and live in their communities in a way that's affordable. This administration tells us all the time they're doing all they can, but they're not doing all they can when they tell you they're going to outlaw your gas stove and require you to buy an electric vehicle, by the way, which they can't support charging, but that's another story. We need them to provide the permits and the approvals necessary to access the land. And with that,